guys, it's Janie. Welcome back to the Bookworms Buddy. It's a new year, guys. It's 2015. Time for lots and lots and lots of videos to kind of catch up. I'm going to start with my December wrap-up. I'm not going to go through these books in detail because I have so many videos that I have to get done. So pardon me on these little skimpy descriptions of the books. Anyway, let's get started. So for December, I read 8 books. Three of these books were for my A through Z challenge to finish up for 2014, and I did manage to get the last 3 books. And that was the first 3 that I read in December to finish up my A through Z challenge. So we started out with Nothing Lasts Forever by Sidney Sheldon. This was the first time I read Sidney Sheldon, and I really quite enjoyed it. It was a good mystery. It was surrounding 3 different doctors, female doctors, all having their own issues with the hospital and things that are going on. Yeah, so it was actually a decent read. I'm not sure if I'll read anything else by Sidney Sheldon, but I think he was really good, and this book really kept my attention, and it was actually really good. So I think I rated this 4 stars. The next one I read was Your Heart Belongs to Me by Dean Koontz. Another great book. You have this guy who is very athletic and what he thinks is very healthy, and he ends up having to have a heart transplant, and he has the transplant, and a year later he starts getting these gifts and little notes saying your heart belongs to me and that kind of stuff. So it had like a creepy air to it, a nice twist to the story, and I really enjoyed it. I think I rated this a 4 star. The next book that I read was Zombie Daycare. I just happened to look it up. I still needed a Z for my A through Z challenge, and it just happened to be free, and I really kind of enjoyed the story. It was just a quirky little zombie story. It wasn't like realistic or anything like that. It was simple, and I really quite enjoyed it. So I gave that one, I think, a 3.5 star. I'm not for sure. Then the next one I read was The Woods Are Dark by Richard Lehman. I do know I have a review on this one that I will link to in the description box below. There's a couple of families who find themselves tethered to trees, and they're waiting for these people to come and get them. There's a whole big story behind when this book first came out, and I'll just let you go watch that video and you can hear all about that. So this one was really good. I think I rated this a 4.5 or 5 star. The next one I read was Willow by Julia Hoban, and this one is a really good story if you like those realistic kind of stories. This does have some triggers as far as cutting goes and depression and all that stuff, so be aware of that before you read it. I think I rated this a 3.5 star, 4 star. My memory's so bad I can't even remember, but it was a decent read. I really enjoyed it. The next one we got here is The 13th Gift by Joanne Hewis Smith. I read this book as a buddy read with my friend Susan, and I rated this a 5 star. I don't know how you could rate it any less for a true story. Christmas Hope, Christmas Miracle. It was an excellent book. I'm really glad that I got it and read it. Blood Magic by Tessa Gratton. This was part of my Why Haven't I Read These Books challenge, along with The Woods Are Dark and Willow. Yeah, and I did not get through Sleeping Dragons, which was by Kat Collins. Was the only book that I didn't get read this month. But anyway, Blood Magic is on witches, and I don't normally read witch books, but this one was really enjoyable. I think I gave it a 4 star. This girl wants to find out if magic is real, and she discovers that it is in fact real, and she is in the bloodline of witches. So it was really a very good book. The last book that I read for the month was The Iron Queen by Julie Kagawa. This is for the read along with Brittany, and this is book number 3. This book was a little slower for me. I didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed the first 2. There was still action and excitement. I just don't understand why it seemed to drag for me. I guess maybe because I did get sick, and it took me a little longer to read it. But yeah, I expected more, I guess. The ending was really good though, and I do look forward to reading The Iron Knight. So yeah, it was decent. I gave it a 3.5 star. And then, like I was saying, the book that I didn't get finished was Sleeping Dragons by Kat Collins, because I got sick when I was reading this one. I didn't have time to pick this book up because it went right into Christmas and New Year's, and yeah, so I didn't get a chance to read this one. I don't know when I'll pick this up because I did not put it on for my January TBR. So those are the 8 books that I read for the month of December. If you've read any of these, let me know in the comments below and we'll talk about it. Thanks guys for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.